Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Monday Night Playalong Bluegrass Jam. Here we are on January 9th, 2023, the second jam of the year. I'm feeling good, feeling happy. I hope you all are out there as well. Despite anything that those of us might be going through or any of our loved ones might be going through, we're here to play some music and bring some joy and a little bit of progress to our trajectory, to our path as musicians. So this is the slow tempo jam, and we'll get started as soon as I check on the live streams, make sure we're on. And it's going to start with a good old song called Roll On Buddy, a number that we associate with Bill Monroe. I'm not sure if he wrote it or not, but we do the Bill Monroe version here. If there is a Bill Monroe version of the song, it's usually the version that we do, because this is a bluegrass jam. And Bill Monroe is the guy for bluegrass. Okay, we're on Facebook land. I'm going to check in on the YouTube here real quick. Looks like we're on, and it is running on YouTube. So here we go. Without much further ado, the days are getting a little longer, and so at this time in the evening here, we have a little more sunlight coming in the windows, but hopefully the lighting is okay for you. And if you are plugged into some kind of speaker, that would be ideal. I know some of you play along on your laptops or your iPhones, and that's fine. But it'll be more fun, and you hear the low end better if you have some kind of speaker to plug into. All right. Enough talk. Let's play Roll On Buddy, Roll On. Now this is in the key of G, and it goes like this. 1, 1, and a 1. 4, 4, back to 1. 4, 4, and 1, and a 1. 1, and a 5, and a 1. So remember that I always use the number system when relevant, which is most of the time in bluegrass music, because some of us are in different capo positions, and some of us might be on different instruments and tuned differently. So the numbers are the standard, the numbers are the common denominator, I should say. All right, I'm going to find a click here. Nice slow tempo to get started, and I'll demonstrate how I would count this in and how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. A very straight ahead, simple melody with room for some licks. And definitely room for some bluesy approach too. Anyhow, go ahead and kick us off here on Roll On Buddy, Roll On. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to that my home is down in Tennessee. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. Now you play one. I've got a good woman just the same. I've got a good woman just the same. Good woman just the same, says she's gonna change her name. I've got a good woman just the same. Last chorus. Roll on, buddy, roll on. Roll on, buddy, roll on. You wouldn't roll so slow if you knew what I know. So roll on, buddy, roll on. Okay, we're off and we are rolling. That might be the best song that was written with the fewest words in the bluegrass repertoire. I got brand new strings on. I don't know if you noticed the nice sharp cutting edge of these new strings with their little sparkle. It's always nice to have new strings on this old guitar. My tuner battery is dying, so I'm shielding it from the light to read it. Next on the list we have Gonna Settle Down. A song from Lester and Earl. And this is the one that goes like this. And the key of G. And a 1 and a 1, 4 back to 1. And a 1 and 1 and a 5. Okay, I'll put on a click track here and I will give you a sample kickoff and then I'll let you kick us off on this song. Here's how I might kick it off. A 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Okay, so go ahead and kick us off here on Gonna Settle Down, and I hope you sing the harmony parts with me, at least the big tenor part. Here we go. Key of G, kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. got. Some old day I found this to be true, so I'm headed back to you. Sweetheart, I'm tired and I want to settle down. Oh, I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. Play it. That was a good break. I wish I could have heard it. So now the last verse. It's in there. I know you're cueing me right now. I can hear you through the camera. Now when I get back to her, our rambling days are o'er. We'll build a little cottage on the hill, with anchor days gone by, sweetheart, just you and I. And there we'll live so happy evermore. Last chorus. I long to go back to my darling, I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. Cool, I was squeezing in those little Earl Scruggs licks just for fun. Maybe if you were playing banjo, you were playing the exact same lick at the exact same time. So I was kind of testing myself by bringing Cabin in Caroline back to the jam set list, because that one really tangles me up with this song. And I'm getting better. I'm getting to where I can get through each song independently and not confuse it with the other one. But that's what was happening there. I was hearing the third verse of Cabin in Caroline, and then finally brainwaves found the proper third verse of Gonna Settle Down. Cabin in Caroline is so similar, it's just not quite as bluesy. You know, the melody is almost the same. So that's kind of how my brain differentiates those two, because lyrically they're also quite similar. Okay, let's see how everyone's doing out there. Hello, YouTube land. Hi, Sandy in Bakersfield. A drippy day up there. Cool. Well, hopefully it's coming our way here in San Diego. I think it is. We had lots of rain last week, and hoping we get a little bit more. Whitney Heim says hello from Lafayette. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Kim Harris in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Hi, Colin Burns in the early wee hours in the morning in the UK. Hi, Ron Lipton in Lake Michigan, on the shores of Lake Michigan. Hi, Rob Irene in coastal Delaware. Hi, Mike LeBlue. Brand new wood tone bluegrass strings on the old Martin. Awesome. Playing some guitar with us. Okay, let's check on the Facebook land. We got Ty Van Valkenburg. Hello, Ty. Picking along. Hi, Sean Soren. Having some fun. Hi, Fran in Buffalo, where the snow is long gone, she says. Oh, wow. And go Bills. I know that was a scary game last week. Corey Davies from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hi, Jack McGuire in Florida. Hello, Jim in Northern Ontario. Jim Hubach. I hope I'm saying that right. Hubach. Hi, John Keegan in Mainville, Ohio, close to Cincinnati. My first gig with the Drew Emmett Band in 2005 was in Covington, Kentucky, which is right across the river from Cincinnati. But I don't know where Mainville is, so thanks for cluing us in. Hello, Robert Hernandez from Cornersville, Tennessee. Hi, Larry McLaughlin in Downers Grove. Cool. All right, everyone, keep us up to date on how you're doing, what you're up to out there. And we're going to move on to John Henry. This is one for the banjo players, though it's fun on any instrument. So I'm going to just increase the tempo a wee bit. We're at the slow jam, of course. And this song goes, we're going to play it like an instrumental, and it goes 1, 2, 3, and a 1 and a long 1 chord. 1 and a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 1, 1, 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. Then you go through the whole thing again. John Henry was a little baby boy. You could hold him in the palm of your hand. His papa cried out this lonesome farewell. Son, to be a steel driving man, Lord, Lord. Son, to be a steel driving man. Cool. So I was just singing the song once through, so you get a little better of a reference of how it goes. But we're going to pick it like an instrumental, and part of the reason is that being for the key of G, for the banjo players, and for the guitar, for all of us really, the key of G is a fun kind of standard key to play this song in. However, singing it, it's like you got to either be like, Henry, the high-voiced Bill Monroe type, or the kind of low-voiced type. And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, so this is not a comfortable key for me to sing the song. Anyhow, we play twice through, so 2 choruses or 2 verses, however you want to think of it. Twice through the entire form is going to be each of our turns. So I will kick it off. I'll play it twice through, and then you'll take it, playing it twice through. Then I'll take it again twice through. You take it again twice through, and then end it with no tag. So 2 times each through this entire double form. So I'll kick it off here in the key of G. It's just a good American story, good American song. And just a really fun jammer. And when you get your speed increased on that one, it gets even more fun. So keep working on old John Henry there. Nellie Kane in the key of D. A song written by Tim O'Brien, made famous, of course, by Hot Rise. Now, I have a confession to make. The first time I ever heard this song was, some of you may be far ahead of me here, was in December of 1994. The first time I saw Fish when they were playing at a small theater. Spreckles Theater here in San Diego. Still one of the greatest rock concerts I've ever been to. And became quite a fan of Fish there for a while. And they, in the middle of the show, stepped out in front of the microphones and did a purely acoustic couple of bluegrass songs, and one of them was this song, Nellie Kane. And interestingly enough, Fish has turned many young folks and middle-aged folks like myself. That was not what turned me on to bluegrass, don't get me wrong. I already kind of was on my path a little bit at the time. But it was kind of reaffirming to see this hip group that I was a big fan of breaking it down and giving it their best shot on those bluegrass instruments. I thought, wow, what a trip. Anyhow, here's Nellie Kane. It's in the key of D. Of course, the Hot Rise version is in E, right? So, and I can do it in E, but I'm not going to strain myself here on the slow jam, so that's why I keyed it down to D for the vocals. Anyway, here's how it goes. And a one and a one, one and a one, one and one, 1, 6 minor, 5 back to 1. So that's the main thing in the verse. One and a one, one and a one, one and one, 1, 6 minor, 5 back to 1. And the chorus, to the 4, back to 1, and a 5, and a 1, and a 4, and a 1, and a 5, and a 1. So there's the song. And it's got like a double verse kind of thing going on. And that's exactly how the kickoff goes as far as the length of time. And that's exactly how your breaks will go. And it's exactly how the song goes until the very last one, where there's only a one verse instead of the double verse. And that'll be pretty easy to follow. So my kickoff is kind of based on sort of what Tim O'Brien and Pete Wernick do, a kind of a dual thing on the banjo and mandolin on the Hot Rise recording. So my kickoff is sort of based on that, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try that again because John Henry was still in my head. Okay, here we go. Nellie Kane, here's how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 3. So I just like to throw that little thing at the end that Charles Sautel would play on the guitar. That was his little lick at the end of the kickoff. Okay, here we go. You're going to kick us off on Nellie Kane, and I hope you sing a solid tenor when I get to those choruses. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. the sun by another man. 5 long years she'd waited for him, long as a woman can, long as a woman can. I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was the rambling kind. This kind of love I can't explain, that I had for Nellie Kane. I got it. She took me on to work that day to help her till the land. In the afternoon we planted seeds, in the evening we held hands, in the evening we held hands. Her blue eyes told me everything a man could want to know. It was then I realized I would never go, I would never go. I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was a rambling kind. This kind of love I can't explain, that I had for Nellie Kane. Play. Now many years have gone by and our son has grown up tall. I became a father to him and she became my all. She became my all. I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was a rambling kind. This kind of love I can't explain, that I had for Nellie Kane, that I had for Nellie Kane. Fun. I love that song. And of course, Hot Rise kind of modeled themselves in a lot of ways out of the traditional bluegrass format, where the lead singer, who was Tim O'Brien, would jump up to tenor on the choruses. So of course when they're on the chorus of that song, it's Nick Forster singing the lead and Tim jumps up to tenor, which is how they structured most of the vocals in that group, and how a lot of traditional bluegrass goes, including, you know, the prototype Bill Monroe band. Okay, in the suite, By and By, in the key of E, I'm going to capo up to capo 4 here to play this out of C position, because I like to do a little bit of melody strum and cross picking on this classic hymn. So this goes in the key of E, and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1 and 5 and 1 and a 1 and a 5. is a pretty slow song. It's probably going to be even slower than that sort of slow tempo version of Nellie Kane. So I'm backing down our click just a wee bit. I might turn it down a notch too. See if we can hear that. When I'm practicing with a metronome, which is daily pretty much, I like to have it on as low as possible so that you really sense the timing more than you hear it. You'll start to notice if you get off of the click, like just loud enough to notice if you get off of the click. That's how I like to practice once I have a pretty good idea of the timing. And that way you just internalize it that much more and you're more confident in just knowing where the time is. And then a fun game that you can play that's pretty advanced is you turn it down so quiet that you can't hear it when you start playing. So you'll turn it on so quiet that you can only hear it when you're silent, and then you start playing and then stop and see if you're still with it. That's a good trick. Okay, so the way I kick the song off might go something like 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and kick us off on In the Sweet By and By in the key of E. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar, for the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore. I got it. We shall sing on that beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and our spirits will sorrow no more. Not a sigh for the blessings of rest in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. Lovely. All right, one last check-in before we keep moving on here to Cripple Creek, which is our next song. Hi, Todd Schmidt in New Jersey. Hi, Brian Rivers, picking along in Cincinnati, Ohio. Hi, Sean Soren. Also heard that song by Fish in '94, classic. Hi, Michelle Ruiz in Edmonds, Washington. Hello, Lucy Weberling in Oklahoma. It's week to week, Lucy. You just gotta check on it. But yes, next week will be Mondays. Okay. So how about over on YouTube land? Rome, Ohio would get my mandolin, but can't at the moment. Okay, well, come on back and jam along on archives. Hey, Joseph Marsh in Pittsburgh, PA on the D18. Right on. Mark H in Wichita, Kansas, picking a D18. And Barry Schaub back in Pennsylvania tonight, playing the D28 in the upright bass. Scott C in Flagler Beach, Florida. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody. Okay, moving on to Cripple Creek in the key of A. Now this is for everybody. They're all for everybody. But I try to keep the banjo players happy and not do too many fiddle tunes. I know there's a lot of banjo players that like fiddle tunes, but most of them don't. So this is one that everybody loves. Good old Cripple Creek. And of course, you know, these are both in the Earl Scruggs book, Cripple Creek and John Henry. So all the banjo players should know them well. So in case you don't know Cripple Creek, here's how it goes in the key of A. 1, 1, and 4, and 1, 1, 1, and 5, and 1, 1, 1, and 4, and 1, 1, 1, and 5, and 1, 1, and a 1, 1, and a 5, and 1, 1, and a 1, 1, and a 5, and 1. And then you do that again. We play that form twice through each time, as we did on John Henry, because it's a short tune form. And so we'll do the double one time. I'll kick it off, and then you play it. Same deal, twice through. And then I'll take it again, twice through, and then you take it again, twice through, and that'll be it. And then you can tag it at the end, okay? So 2 times through a double form each. And here we go. I'm going to kick us off on good old Cripple Creek. And this is going to get us up to a new tempo zone. Now, I'm not pushing this very much, but I'm going faster than we've gone so far. And the idea is that you can resort to a slow version. You can always go... You could always do the 8th note version or the quarter note version, however you think about it. I think of those as 8th notes. Or you can go for the full. Or some combination of those. First time through. Squeeze in some faster notes as you get warmed up to it. Okay, either way, I'm going to kick us off on Cripple Creek in the key of A, double breaks, and twice through each. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna double check tuning here right quick. I know I usually don't tune with the capo on, but we're not going to be removing the capo for the rest of this set, so I'm just gonna give it a quick tune. I can tell I've gone sharp a little bit. Okay, that's better. Here we go, March Winds. This is a song that I don't play out on the river because we don't mention the W word when we're out there. But it's a good old song for this time of year when some of us are longing for spring. Some of us are very happy in the throes of winter. I'm pretty darn happy right now in the winter. Okay, that's a good tempo for this. In the key of A. And this song is an old Carter family number that I've adapted quite a bit. The verses don't really tell much of a story, but the chorus is really cool. And I've squared it off. The Carter version is a little bit crooked in the timing, in a cool way. But I've straightened it out, and it goes. 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 1, 4 and a 4 and 4, back to 1 and a 1 and a 1, 5 and 5, 5 and a 1. That's how I might kick it off. Okay, go ahead and kick us off here in the key of A on March Winds. Gonna blow my blues away. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's the chorus. The sun gonna shine in my back door someday. Sun One more chorus. The sun gonna shine in my back door someday. Sun gonna shine in my back door someday. Sun gonna shine in my back door someday. March wind's gonna blow my blues all away. Yeah, March wind's gonna blow my blues all away. Cool. Okay. One more song on the old slow jam, and then we'll circle on back for the mid-tempo jam at quarter till. Yeah, it's looking like next Monday is going to work out just fine. The only reason we were doing those Tuesdays, there was a handful of reasons we had the Tuesdays going on early in the season around the holidays here. But basically I do this whenever I can make it work during the week. And Mondays are looking good here for the near future. So, anyhow, here we go. Hello City Limits is the last song in the slow tempo jam. And I know that tempo-wise, we're kind of pushing the limits of where we usually go in the slow tempo. We're not beyond my sense of where that is. But I don't know if you've noticed or not, or if that felt really comfortable to you. The idea is that we're kind of moving all these tempos into their actual performance zones, right? So there's only a couple songs in this list that we played at their actual tempo. Everything else is slower than it usually goes. So the idea is to work your way up to where you can play those at tempo. So hopefully this kind of feels comfortable for you, because it is faster than we've gone so far tonight, but this is considerably slower than the song goes. So in any case, what I'm getting at is, come on back. Don't be afraid of the mid-tempo jam. Don't be afraid of the fast jam. Just practice those tempos. Do something. Practice adapting your style to those tempos, and there are going to be ways you can make that happen. Hello City Limits in the key of B goes 1 and 1, 1 and a 1, 4, 4 and 4 back to 1, 5, 5, 5 and a 5, 4, 4, 5 and a 1. Hello City Limits, I see your sign, left all my worries way behind, left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello City Limits, I'm starting out brand new. That's how the chorus goes. Now, the breaks and the kickoff are exactly the same, except there's not that little G run space in the middle. In other words, there's not the little hold in the middle of those two lines of the vocal. So in other words, it goes like this. So here's how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 3. And the breaks would also be like that without the hold in the middle. Okay, in bluegrass style, you can analyze these things, you can count them out, you can write them out, all that stuff, but ultimately it just comes down to knowing how the song goes and internalizing it and getting to the point where you can feel those things out. Here we go. Hello City Limits, you're going to kick us off in the key of B. And it'll go right to a chorus after that. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello, city limits, I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new. I got it. I need a change of scenery, need it real bad to help me forget all these hard times I've had. I might decide to change my name to Hello City Limits, I'm starting out brand new. Hello City Limits, I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Play. I won't tell a soul just where I'm gonna be, 'cause I don't want the blues to catch up with me. I've got a feeling I'll find a love that's true. Hello city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Hello city limits, I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Me then you. Play. Last chorus. Hello city limits, I see your sign. Left all my worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Hello city limits, I'm starting out brand new. All right. Okay, everyone. Look for a new video here in about 9 minutes, and we'll start the mid-tempo jam. Thank you so much.